Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is a triangle UFO caught on night vision camera. Also have this, this is a compilation video by of Sound, Mind, and Body. And in this video, he shows what looks to be a saucer on the moon while some astronauts were up there, and this is just you know, in a passing shot while they were moving the camera. And then he also has other shots of like this giant tower on the moon. Where is that? Hang on one second. Yeah, here, this giant tower on the moon. It's a pretty long video, 20-minute video. We'll look at that. Let's see. Also have this clip I found on Reddit. Now this one is kind of hard to see, but it shows like a bunch of little tiny dots up in the sky. Also have this video of this fast-moving Tic Tac. I mean, this is a real quick video, and actually this thing just really moves real fast through this through the field of view here. I also have this video that I actually made a separate video about, but I recently got into a conversation with someone about this. And this is the Mona Lisa video, supposedly on some secret, I think it was like the Apollo 20 mission, which was a secret mission. They went up and found some alien craft, some giant alien ship, and supposedly this was a being, you know, a very old being that was on it, and then they put it on the Apollo capsule and supposedly brought it back. But you know, in the video, they're actually performing an examination of this being in the capsule, which is why I don't think it's real. But anyways, we'll take a look at that. Also have this great video of some guy made a recreation of the Tic Tac encounter. The way he animated this thing, it looks very, very interesting. You know, the way it like energizes and pulses and things like that. So it's a cool video. We'll look at that. Also have this tweet from this guy. I don't know who this guy Ronnie Vernet is, but basically he's saying that the Brazilian Congress approved a request to basically talk about UFOs. Let's see. This is a Newsweek article about giant 90-foot deep craters are appearing in the Arctic floor. This is somewhat similar to the depressions that they've been finding in, I think, in Siberia and things like that. But anyways, we'll take a look at this article. And then last, this is something strange. It's supposedly, again, I'm not, you know, completely buying this. I'm still trying to figure out how this guy is doing this. But this guy claims to be from the future, and you know, I mean, all these videos, they show him walking around different parts of the city. I think it's in Spain, but there aren't any people. So is there some kind of software out there that can take people out of shots? Because yeah, you know, generally in these places, I mean, there should be people, again, unless he's timing these things when these places are, you know, just empty, and he's just using creative editing and creative shooting. But we'll take a look at that anyways. So now, yeah, this is some triangle crafts that this guy has caught using an infrared camera. Anyone who has access to an infrared camera, you know, would have an ability to see these things. Yeah, remember, our hearing and eyesight is very, very limited. We can only see a narrow band of the entire, you know, spectrum, all of those different frequencies out there, and you know, we can only see very narrow, and we can only hear a narrow band. So there's so much going on around us that we're just unaware of. Anyways, link to this will be in the description. Let's take a look at this one here. Now, this is from this guy's Sound, Mind, and Body. It's a 20-minute video. In the beginning of this video, he's got this clip from these astronauts that were on the moon, and you know, as they're moving the camera around, you spot something sitting on a crater. You know, there are recordings taken by ham radio operators who were able to dial into the frequency that they were broadcasting from the moon. And when they switched over to some secret frequency, you know, supposedly the ham radio operators or the CB radio operators were able to dial it in, and they recorded conversations of Neil Armstrong talking about seeing giant ships sitting on craters. So this may be, you know, something that that he was talking about.
Spot in the shade, if that's possible, looking back towards the lamp.
Did you see it? Look here. This disc-shaped object sticks out like a sore thumb. It appears to be fairly smooth compared to the rest of its surroundings. You can tell it comes to a point at the bottom due to the shadow it's casting, just like a top, which could indicate that it isn't part of the natural surroundings.
Anyways, he has that. Let's see. Then he's got this other one. I'm not sure if this. Oh yeah, this is a different one. You know, that shows the a similar object from a different clip. And then he's got. Let's see. I think this is like a tower or something. Oh no, this is the pyramid. There's the pyramid, and then at the end here, there's a tower. Yeah, there's something else here that you know, definitely has some angular straight lines, and he thinks that these are entrances. And then this is this giant tower that you know, thinks it's 3.64 miles tall. But yeah, these are definitely up there. You know, I mean, there's all those NASA photos where they try to blur out the images because you know, back then in the 60s, they had no idea people were going to have you know, Adobe Photoshop. Just your normal Joe Blow would have Adobe Photoshop and access to such sophisticated software. So I don't think you know, yeah, they really considered where we would be at today when they were doing such bad airbrushing jobs. But anyways, a link to this video will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. I found this one on Reddit. Now this one is definitely kind of hard to see. I mean, you can kind of see, you know, these little dots up here, but there's a bunch of them. And you know, this is something that's happened many times. Well, that's that. You know, these might not be like craft. I mean, there's a possibility these could be some type of bugs or organisms. I know that there are, or there is footage of some type of organism that lives in low Earth orbit that, again, that you can only see in the infrared. And there are thousands, if not millions of these things out there. You know, in fact, I think it was this guy, I'm pretty sure on one of these the Sound, Mind, and Body videos, he's done a video where he shows all of these something, and he thinks that it's some type of organic creature or like some type of a space insect or space bug that exists in low Earth orbit. But anyways, I'll try to find that one and do the next video. But let's see, let's go to this video here. Yeah, now this one here, this is one of these videos that just zooms by real quick. You know, this is only a 9-second video, so I'm just going to go ahead and play the whole thing. Wow, another one of these videos where, you know, these crafts are moving by so fast that, you know, we don't detect it. I'm sure our subconscious may detect it, but it's just not something that we're aware of. But I'm sure these things are cruising around us at all times. Let's go to this video here. Yeah, now, like I said, this is a 10-minute video. I honestly think this is a fake. I don't believe it's real. I think this is some type of a production, but it's a, you know, they call this this creature Mona Lisa. But yeah, supposedly this is, supposed to be the craft that, I think it was like, yeah, Apollo, the secret mission, Apollo 20 mission. And this is supposed to be some craft that's like, I think a couple miles long, or maybe like a mile long or something. But anyways, they supposedly land, they go inside, they find some writing, but they supposedly find this creature, this being here. Let me play this part. Anyways, later on, let's see, they clean her up a little. Let me jump forward here. Yeah, they clean her up. Let me just jump forward again. So now this is the part which is why I don't think it's real. So now remember, they're in the Apollo craft. And, there wasn't much room in that thing to begin with. So, where would they have the room to bring another being? Yeah, and something else I want to point out, again, first of all, I don't think there's that much room in the Apollo craft, and they're performing this examination with no protective gear on, not even gloves. Anyways, let me just jump ahead too, because I think there's another shot of the craft. Yeah, so now this is supposedly the shot of the craft that she was in. Here, like I said, they think it's a 1,000,000-year-old craft. But yeah, again, they're performing this examination with supposedly in the Apollo, with no protective gear on a long dead alien. Again, who knows, what kind of pathogens she may have. Even I know. Someone as dense as me knows that you don't do an examination without at least putting on some rubber gloves. But yeah, link will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, this one here is just, some recreation of the Tic Tac encounter. And I just thought it was real interesting the way this person animated this the Tic Tac craft.
And changing directions without any care to physics. At first they thought it was a helicopter, but the lack of rotors and sheer bone-crushing G-forces exhibited ruled that out.
Anyways, that's as much as I want to play there. I don't want to get hit with a copyright violation. At this point, it's so obvious to me, the number of sightings that we have, that we aren't alone on the planet, that some advanced civilization must be living in our oceans or, deep earth caverns that, I'm sure there are people in the government who know about it, who have known about them for a long time. And for whatever reason, they've decided to keep us all in the dark about it. But link to this will be in the description. This one here, nothing really exciting, but, just I think it's interesting that here the Brazilian Congress approved a request by Senator Eduardo Guerra or something like that. All these guys. and for a special session of discussion about UAP that will take place near the 75th World UFO Day. So again, apparently Brazil seems to be taking this topic a little more seriously. And yeah, I don't think it's such a big deal to them because, there are a ton of UFO videos that do come out of Brazil. But link will be in the description. Let's go to this article here. Yeah, now this one has nothing to do with UFOs, but I thought it was interesting that there are these giant 90-foot deep craters appearing in the Arctic seafloor, kind of similar to holes that are opening up in the Arctic. It says, let's see, enormous craters measuring 90 feet in depth have appeared on the seafloor of the Arctic Ocean. The craters, scientists say, are forming as a result of thawing submerged permafrost on the edge of the Beaufort Sea in North Canada, with retreating glaciers from the last ice age driving the changes and not recent climate warming. Permafrost is ground that is permanently frozen, in some cases for hundreds of thousands of years. In the Arctic, which is warming faster than any other region of Earth, permafrost is thawing, causing the ground to become unstable. I always thought that the temperature of the water, especially this deep, would stay relatively the same. I didn't realize that even with the permafrost thawing on land, that it would impact the ocean floor or the sea floor. Here, he said the team does not believe the craters formed in explosive events. The evidence suggests that the submarine features we observed forming are essentially sinkholes and retreating scarps, collapsing into void space left behind by the thawing of ice-rich permafrost. Yeah, does the temperature of the seafloor really change that much that it would cause, the ground to thaw and sink like that? Interesting. Anyways, link will be in the description. Now, this last one, like I said, I'm not too sure about this, but the story is this guy claims to be from, I think he said 2027, and supposedly, there's no one left on the planet. But let me turn this music down because, I don't want to get hit with any copyright with music, but this guy apparently walks to all of these places that should have people. So how is he doing this? Is he getting there when these places are just closed for some reason? Is he using some type of software that automatically takes people out? So let's see, he's got this one here. Let me go to another one. Here, let's go to this one. This one looks like an airport. Yeah, and then, I'm not logged into this thing. I don't think I have a TikTok account, but I think they said that, that people are telling him to go to certain places where a bunch of people should be, and he goes there like this. I think this is some type of airport, is it possible that this was closed down? Let's see, here's a McDonald's. But anyways, in all of these videos, there's nobody. Look at this plaza. Shouldn't there be people in this plaza? Or is he setting this up somehow? Or, I don't believe in time travel, so I don't buy that story. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.